What's up, everybody? It's your main man, 360 the Poet. Hey, Las Vegas, get ready to celebrate Freedom Day with Rainbow Dreams Educational Foundation at the 23rd Annual Las Vegas Juneteenth Festival. It's going down Saturday, June 15th from 4 to 9 p.m. at the Expo World Market Center located at 435 South Grand Central Parkway. Join us for a Jubilee celebration like no other, featuring food, vendors, live DJs, prizes, and a free concert you won't want to miss, featuring Billboard Top 10 artist Jay Brown, along with Maya Milan, Vice City, and Vegas' own Ray Millie. Free health screenings provided by Southern Nevada Health District. There's a kid zone, prizes, giveaways, and more. Empowering people and igniting the culture at the 23rd Annual Las Vegas Juneteenth Festival. For more information or to register for your e-tickets, visit June19lv.com. That's June19lv.com. This event is powered by Zappos, Google, and the Love Live campaign. Love freely, love openly, love fearlessly. Live you equals you.
Thanks for tuning in to Hot 702.5 FM. We are the hottest. You're listening to MVP Speaks Radio.
Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
Tune in every Thursday from 5 to 5:55 p.m. on Hot 702.5 FM for MVP Speaks Radio. Hey, everybody. Welcome on in to MVP Speaks Radio. We are live in the Hot 702.5 FM studios, and I am happy as can be to be here. It is another beautiful Thursday in Las Vegas. It's hot as a mug, and I know it's not even really hot yet, but still, nonetheless, it's still hot. Even though it can get hotter, that don't mean it ain't hot right now. You feel me? So, I'm gonna start my show off with my partners in rhyme. These are just people that I support and want to shout out. Maybe you could be on the Partners in Rhyme list. The first one being Psychedelic Chola, spelt just the right way, Psychedelic, and then Chola. You can go find her on Instagram. She is a phenomenal painter, artist, singer, rapper, spiritual. Oh, I call her the Hood Historian. The Hood Historian. That's what I'm going to just go follow her. Super dope, super dope. Also, my new partner in rhyme, I just added them to the list today. Shout out to the Multicultural Bookstore. They might not even know they're my partner in rhyme, but I put them on the list because I can, because it's my show. The Multicultural Bookstore, go follow them on Instagram. It is a Black-owned bookstore in North Las Vegas. Super nice, super nice. If you're an author, if you like books, if you're shopping for books, go there first. Support the local business, support the Black-owned business. You can even rent the space, which is what we do, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Also, give a shout out to Down to Earth, plant-based eatery and cuisine in Town Square. If you like plant-based food, you will love this establishment. Everything I've ever tasted there tastes so delicious and tastes so good, and you won't even care or notice if it's plant-based. You just want to eat something that tastes good, and it tastes good. So go support them. You can go follow Down to Earth plant-based cuisine, plant-based eatery. I don't know. I should know exactly what it is, but you'll find them. Down to Earth plant-based. Shout out to Terrell Parker, one of the owners. Also give a shout out to Sincerely a Healing Soul. If you're not following them, I strongly encourage you, if you have Instagram, to go find Sincerely a Healing Soul. I went to a phenomenal event. Hold on. I went to a phenomenal event called the Let's Get Wasted in Self-Love event. And I shout out to the Art of a Pisces and her all her people that are working with her. This was a great event that we had on, I think it was Saturday. I can't remember, you guys, because these days are just blurring all together. But it was a dope event. So they do a lot of health and wellness, healing. The Art of a Pisces is a sound bowl practitioner, so she'll get your vibes right with the sound bowls. Super dope, super dope. So go follow all those people that I told you to follow. Do it because I said so, mother suckers. Okay, so also we're gonna do my guest has arrived. I'm super excited. He was a quick fill-in. Nothing like being able to just do what you want. You know what? I'm gonna pull up. Heck yeah. So before we get into that, pull up, don't pull out every Tuesday at View 702. Now, this is a new business. I had the pleasure of attending the Poetic Haze All Artist Showcase at the new venue. Shout out to Kev Love for still being able to keep the platform going. View 702 is a Black-owned establishment. It is on Sunset, right across from the airport. And when you go in that mother sucker, you're going to know why they call it View 702. Because when I sat down, I looked out the window. I said, oh, that's a nice view. And then I was like, oh, that's why they call it View 702. But the space is beautiful. I told them I was going to hype them up on my show. Very, very nice. There's 3 different compartments in there you can go. They have a super huge showroom, I want to call it. I don't think that's what it's called, but that's what I'm calling it. Stage, can fit a lot of people in that mother sucker. Full bar, super nice. They also have where we're currently doing our poetry, our open mic, is in a smaller lounge. Nice cushiony seats, very intimate, but very nice, beautiful view. And they also have a restaurant area, chandeliers and flowers. I don't know. It looks so pretty and it was so nice. And you could see the whole horizon of the airport and the city in the backdrop. Super, super nice. I feel like that is where you want to go for a date night. If you want to take somebody on a date, even yourself, you don't have to go with somebody. You can go with yourself. Go check out View 72. I had the fried catfish. I'm trying not to eat fried food, but everything is freaking fried everywhere. It's like, can't we just bake it or grill it? But anyways, it was really good though. Fried catfish there was really good. I heard the chicken was good. They got salmon. They got a whole lot of stuff on the menu. We're trying to make sure that when we have our Tuesday events that we have a variety of stuff on the menu so we all can choose, what's the best for our diet and best for our lifestyle. So those are I went on a whole tangent. Forgot to tell you. So, okay, it's Tuesday, 7 p.m., all artist showcase. You can do poetry. You can do your comedy. You can do your music. Bring your instrument. We're going to accept you and love you and give you the platform. It is a free entry, however. We want you to support the establishment so we can continue to have this platform. You can buy a couple drinks. You can order from the menu. You can buy a hookah. Any of those 3 things, and we'll appreciate it, and we'll be able to keep it going. Monday nights, there's a comedy show hosted by, it's not hosted by Billy Bob anymore. I think it's hosted by Tobias. But it's 7 p.m. comedy open mic at the C3 Seafood on Decatur. So if you're into comedy, come on out to that. Also, I meant to say on Tuesdays is a comedy night. I kind of was like, how you going to promote something on the same night as your event? But you know what? We like what we like. You might not want to come to my event. You might want to go to just a pure comedy event. And you can do that at the Splash Lounge. And that's hosted by Dennis Lavender. Super fun time. And you could probably do both because, people go back and forth. I'm going to start here and then I'm going to go over there. So there's plenty of options for you guys out here in Las Vegas. And those are just a few. So before I can carry on, I'm going to bring my guest on. I'm going to bring him on. You bringing him on? Oh, okay. Just had to make sure who's bringing him on. I'm going to bring my guest on, Brother Haru. We're going to add him to the stage. You are live, brother. Let's get a mic check.
Mic check, mic check.
Oh, I don't know.
1 2 1 2, and I say, Party people, we are now about to. Oh yeah, we're here. We're ready.
I was like, "Was you trying to rap? What's happening? We freestyling." Welcome,
freestyling.
Welcome, my brother.
How you doing, sis?
I'm so happy you're here. This is a hug. Yeah, it's a hug. Self-love is the best love.
Self-love is the
Yeah,
best
give
love.
yourself a hug, everybody. Hug yourself.
Give yourself a hug.
And tell yourself you love you. I love me. Welcome to my show.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you for filling in. I had a guest scheduled to come. We've been planning this show, but he had a family emergency. Shout out to James Anthony. He's my producer, super dope artist. We'll get him on in the next couple of weeks. So there's not anything. The show's gonna go on. You know, it just might be a little bit late, but that's all right. So, before we get into everything,
yes, ma'am.
I want to have a few announcements.
Few announcements.
And we're gonna pick a winner.
Pick a winner.
So from now on, when I ask people to show some love on my post with a comment or share, I'm gonna enter them in a raffle.
Okay.
And they're gonna win. Well, I don't know. Everyone's not gonna win. One person is gonna win a prize from me every week, just for supporting the show, just for making a comment, just for telling you people or whatever. And so I have this list of people who commented. Now, next to this list,
they commented already.
They commented already on the post.
Okay.
That I asked
on
them
the post.
On the post, yeah.
Oh, I want them to comment on.
Okay.
On the
on the live.
Yeah, come on, y'all.
That's fine. You guys should comment on the live bit by bit. Maybe Falcon will give you a prize. I don't know. But for me, I'm just trying to, show some love and appreciation. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There were 8 people that commented. And right now, what I did was I wrote a number one by each name. Okay? Now we're going to do it the easy way. We ain't got time to write no raffle tickets out and pull a name. We're just going to have you pick a number.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you what the list is. Now, the number is not in order of the list, so it don't matter. Okay. Sincerely a Healing Soul.
Okay.
I Am Goddess Him. Official Lay Soul. Billy Bob. The Shari Lips. Solid Truth. Viv the Great. And Terrell. Terrell made a reel and he shared it, so that's why he got his point. So, you pick a number between 1 through 8, and that's going to be the winner.
7.
Oh, that's Terrell.
Okay.
Shout out to Terrell Parker for winning a prize from MVP.
All right.
You are the winner. And Terrell he's really good at making videos and reels and showing his support on the internet. And I always appreciate him.
Definitely.
And so you won.
That's my brother. That's my brother.
Everyone's a winner always. So don't let this deter you. Keep entering to win.
All right.
Okay. Brother Haru.
Yes, ma'am.
I brought you a gift.
You brought me a gift?
Now, usually I give out my messages when you come on my show. You've been on here so many times. He's like, I don't need another bag of this woman's messages. But I do have some new product that I made recently. And I brought new products. I made some stickers.
I love it.
So, this is my MVP Speak sticker.
Okay.
Ivory Powers actually made this.
Okay.
Shout out to Ivory.
Shout out to Ivory Powers.
And I did have an idea for this, Ivory. Are you listening? I said this needs a microphone on it somewhere because this MVP Speaks. That's what I said when I was looking at it. I love it, but I had that idea. And then I got you the Self-Love is the Best Love.
Okay, Self-Love is the Best love. That art looks like art from Psychedelic Chola.
It is not.
It's not?
It is art from the shop on the little app.
Okay. All right.
And love, but that's a good idea. Ideally, we should have our art and our words together.
Yes.
And this is Love is the Answer. So these are your stickers that I'm giving you. So you can have them.
Thank you. I appreciate your gifts. Give us
stick
a round
them
of
somewhere.
applause.
Stick them.
I'm gonna stick them somewhere.
Stick them somewhere. Oh,
for sure.
There's so much happening. Okay, we're still on time. I forgot one more thing I have to mention.
I got my my live going too on my channel.
Tell them Mother Sucker 702-551-5261.
There it is.
Also, you guys
702 what?
Do you like this bowl?
Ooh, yeah. It looks like a sunflower.
I like sunflowers. This is a sunflower bowl. See, it's got the little sunflower in the middle. And it's filled You hear that?
I hear it. I hear it.
You hear that?
I hear it.
With Be Inspired inspirational messages. Now, I am raffling off this bowl. The raffles are back. Yay!
Yay!
The raffles are back. So, excuse me.
No worries. You're all right.
Ooh. So, I'm raffling off this bowl, and it's going to be filled with over 100 Be Inspired inspirational messages. And the winner will receive free refills. So even if you win and you run out of all your messages, all you gotta do is hit me up and I'm gonna refill you. Can I get a refill? That's what you gotta say.
All right. All right.
So if you want to buy a raffle ticket, they're $5. Hit me up and you can enter to win. Now we're still gonna do these messages because that's how we start the show. Be inspired. I'm just gonna pull a pack of few. Oh wait, here you can use this. You can still have that if you want. I'm gonna go first. I'm pulling them out of this bowl that I'm raffling off. It's not this bowl. I'm keeping this one. I have another one that's exactly like it called Twinsies, and that's the one I'm raffling off. I guess I don't need to say that, but I always feel like when I say I'm raffling this and I know it's not this one, I feel like I'm telling a lie. My daddy always told me not to tell lies.
We live.
So I'm gonna pull a message first. Let's see what our first message of the day is. Imagine 3 things that make you smile.
Imagine 3 things that make you smile. That is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
That is beautiful.
What makes you smile?
Nature. Music. Poetry. You know, things like that. Those are, 3 things that make me
Nature,
smile.
music, and poetry.
We
You know what's so funny?
Yes.
I feel like those are all one and the same.
This is true.
Oh, I got the chills.
This is true.
Nature, music, and poetry.
All right.
Yeah.
We live.
We're
So
live? What you got?
I'm live on Instagram. I'm live on YouTube. I give the best hugs. Hug yourself.
Oh, we just did that earlier.
We did that already, but we're going to do it again.
Never too much, never too much.
Nothing but love.
When they say you're not alone and you got yourself, that's facts.
That's facts. That's facts. So.
Oh, shoot. These were just falling out the bowl. Let's see what they are. My words drip like honey. Honey. Drip. Okay, and
honey.
Snicker at life. Snicker at it. Snicker.
Nice.
Snicker at it. Nice?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. What you
Loving
got?
myself feels good. Feels so good loving yourself. And I definitely love myself.
It does. It feels good.
Feels good.
If it doesn't feel good, you might not be loving yourself right.
That's right. That's
you might
right.
have to go to some of these self-wasted classes or something that they got in the community to help you learn to love you.
That's right. Or you come and get you some Be Inspired messages by MVP Speaks.
Yes.
That should help you love yourself.
That it really will. I made these because I realized I wasn't really loving myself. So I was like,
there you go.
It's like you better get it together.
Love
okay, what you
yourself.
got? You got another one? Or is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Oh. The world is your stage. Come from behind the curtain.
Ooh, don't be the whiz or the wizard behind the curtain.
Show your face.
Show yourself. Show yourself. Be yourself. Show yourself.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good message.
And mine is I am amazing.
What? I remember you got that one last
amazing.
time. We had a whole little conversation about that. You were like, well, was that you? You were like, I don't know if I'm amazing.
I don't know. I don't remember that one.
But you are.
Well, thank you.
You're amazing. And I always say, I believe we're amazing not because of what we do, but because of who we are.
Who we are.
Who are you, Falcon?
Tell
the people who you are. Welcome to the stage.
I am
Falcon.
The Falcon. Yes. So I am a nature-loving human being, melanated creation that always strives to inspire, always strives to connect other human beings. Oh. And I mean that literally, connect human beings to each other so that they can build and grow together. So that is who I am, all the way around.
I
all
love
the way
that.
around. Yes.
I can concur.
All right.
I've seen
All
you
right.
be that.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
I guess if you are who you say you are, people are going to see you being who you be.
That's it. That's
That's
it.
what's up.
Yeah,
How
you
was your
know.
day today, brother?
My day was great. I did a lot of relaxing,
Oh, you relaxed?
of course.
Congratulations.
This is what we do.
Oh.
I got a message from you. I got tomorrow I'll be co-hosting with the Art of Pisces.
Oh, yes.
For her
Pull up, don't pull out.
That's right.
Tell us all about this event.
The men's mental health and sound bath healing experience. So it'll be tomorrow from 6 to 8. 6 to 8. We're going to have a special lecture from Rick Wrights. We're going to play
I
some
love Rick.
games. We're going to listen to the sound bath. We're going to have some vendors and things like that. And I'll be there co-hosting to make sure, we all have a wonderful, wonderful experience. It's only, can I say the price? Can I say?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want to say.
It's only.
This is free radio, baby.
It is only $9.99 to get in.
Oh, dang.
$9.99.
That's a great number.
$9.99. So you make sure you get your ticket and come through. Tomorrow again, Men's Mental Health Month and Sound Bath Healing Time with Sincerely, the Art. So.
Of a Pisces.
Of a Pisces.
Or the Sincerely a Healing Soul.
The Sincerely Healing Soul. That's right. Sincerely Healing Soul. So we look forward to seeing you all, and
oh, it's Father's Day weekend too.
yeah, but also my podcast, The Pot, will be streaming on Friday.
Oh, snap. You got a podcast now.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. That's exciting.
Well,
What's that all about?
Big Bobby B is a artist.
Bobby B.
Big Bobby B. He's an artist, and he feels like male artists don't have a space where they can talk and share real life, everyday situations, ups and downs, and how we feel or how we deal with every day. So he chose me and a comedian, D-Mash, to work with him on this podcast. So
Nice.
we're going to be doing it once a month on Friday. So we're actually taping this show. This show is not going to be live. We're taping it.
Okay.
So we're going to tape it later on tonight. And then we're going to stream it tomorrow. 7:30 is our
Okay.
streaming time. So
All right, so it'll be streaming
7:30.
at the same time as the event.
well, the end of the event.
Oh.
Because the event goes until 6 to 8.
Oh, okay, 6 to 8. Cool.
The event is 6 to 8, and the streaming will start 7:30. So from 7:30 to 8:30.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll be at an event and streaming at the same
Wow,
time.
you outside, Falcon?
out there,
Outside.
out there. You know what I'm saying? So we're doing our thing. We're doing our thing.
That's good.
Yes.
Mental health is important. And
Yes.
I think it's beautiful in general for us to talk about mental health. But I actually kind of like that we have our own separate, even though it's not only for men, but I like that it's for men. You know what I mean? Because like you said, like what Bobby said, like men probably don't have a safe space or have a space where they can talk about whatever it is they want to talk about. And as a man, I'm not a man, but as a man, I feel like I'm a woman, so I appreciate that space for myself. And I mean, do you feel like there's enough platforms like this out here for the men in general?
Do I feel like there's enough spaces for men in general? Well, I'm gonna go with the thought on Big Bobby B.
Okay.
Now there are a lot of men who have spaces to talk and share, right? But it doesn't seem like the everyday male or everyday man has a space. Now I say like because you have people such as Shannon Sharp, You know, gives a space for men to talk. You know.
Who's that?
Okay, this Club Shay Shay.
I've heard of that.
If you've heard of Club Shay Shay, you know Shannon Sharp.
Okay.
You know, but he's always have the biggest entertainers and, you know, artists, comedian, you know, on there talking about their things and getting their feelings out. But we as regular everyday brothers don't have that. So we are providing a space for your regular everyday brother to express and get his feelings on different topics out. So this week's or this month's topic is men's mental health, but we're also going to be talking about BBLs and life after divorce. So real deep topics for our community and how we feel as brothers, honestly, you know. So, you know, I know a lot of women think that I'm not going to go into. They think we're into this BBL thing and, you know, whatnot.
It's glamorized for social media and for I don't even know for what.
Right.
But it's definitely glamorized, and I think that men just want not like a regular woman, but like a woman that's herself. Like, just be yourself, and you know, men are gonna love you. You don't have to transform your body. Not for a man, but if you want to do it for yourself, that's one thing. But if you feel like you have to do it to garner attention or to because you're not good enough as you are, that's a whole nother thing. Mental health is important, and
mental health is definitely important. That goes with everything. I wanted to ask you a question.
Okay. Oh, I like ask me questions.
From a woman's perspective, how important is men's mental health? I know that you have 4 sons and things like that. How important do you feel men's mental health is in relationships, life, all of that stuff?
Yeah, it's so important. And it's so interesting because I'm actually about to have a conversation with my sons. It's probably going to be one-sided because they never call me. But I wanted to reach out to them. And, you know, I don't know if they're aware it's Men's Mental Health Month. I don't know what they're on in their life. But I wanted to reach out to them and let them know that. And then also to let them know that as their mother, you know, your mental health is important. And whether if you are ever feeling depressed or have anxiety. And one of my sons has some anxiety. And I didn't even know that until he called me one day and was telling me about it. And I was like, oh, my God, I didn't even know. But as a woman, that makes me think, like, how did I cultivate them growing up? Like, and I was a hot mess a lot of the times growing up. In those days, like, I was suffering from depression, suffering from anxiety, just low self-worth, low self-esteem. So I wonder how that impacted them overall. But I also know at the same time, I feel like me and my sons had an open communication. Like, we would talk about all kind of stuff that I'm just like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm talking about this with my kids. But I feel like that having that open platform is a way for them to know that they're safe to come talk about whatever they want to talk about. But at the same time, that don't mean they're going to use that space to go talk about whatever they want to talk about.
Let me tell you a story around that. My mother did the same thing. She always had space. We would sit around the table, my siblings and her, and talk about anything. And she always made it available for us to talk about anything. Till I got older, and I felt very comfortable talking to her about everything. But then it got to a point where she was like, I don't want to hear that. She's like, that's a bit too much.
That's too much. You have to go find someone else to have that conversation with. You know, and it can be.
But I loved it. I thought it was. I thought it was cool. You know, I could tell my mom anything, but after a while she was like, bruh. Yeah. She's like, son.
Too much details.
Too much detail. Go ahead.
You don't care about your hairy balls. My son, one of my sons was real young, but they're like, Mom, I got hair on my balls now. Like, so like. And I was like, okay.
Thanks.
Thanks for telling me that.
Right.
But yeah, mental health, you know, it's important for men to be able to have a space outside of themselves where they can have constructive conversation about how they're feeling and not be judged about how they're feeling, not be made to feel a way like, oh, you shouldn't feel that way, or That's not how a man feels. You know, my son's fathers, both of them, I have 2 baby daddies. My second baby daddy, don't let me call him that, but I got 2 baby daddies. Each 2 set of sons got 1 daddy, 1 set of sons got the other daddy. But both the fathers were kind of that machismo, like, you don't cry, you know, be a tough guy, blah, blah, blah. And I never really agreed with that. I always felt like, why? We have emotions for a reason, mother sucker. So if the kid's crying, it's okay for them to cry. But you got to teach them what those emotions mean and what to deal with them. And we were very open. Like, we went to all kind of different little programs and things, how to manage your anger and talk about your feelings and good parenting. Like, I was the bomb mom. We did all that shit. Mm-hmm. And I think it's important. But now, like, my sons are grown, and I'm really having to understand, like, they're not little boys anymore. They're not teenagers, and they're just grown mother suckers. And so I wanted to reach out to them, especially during this month, and, like, just give them some insight and just be like, if you first of all, I'm still your mama. You still got a safe space with me. And it's funny because I can say all that, and sometimes I can be doubting myself. But the fact that one of my sons called me because he wasn't in a good space, I feel like, oh, motherfucker, you doing all right. Like, he don't have to call you. He can call anybody. But he's calling his mom because I don't know what he know, but he's like, I gotta call somebody. So the fact that they can call me, I feel like is good. And it's important I feel like for women to have to be a safe space for a man.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I can't say that I was always that safe space in my relationships with my children's fathers. I feel like those were my 2 main relationships I had in my life because I spent so much time with each one of them. And I don't know if I got to ask them now, but I don't necessarily know that I could say I had a safe space for them. But it's important for a man to be able to trust you and to come say, hey, babe, this is how I'm feeling. Hey, I'm feeling triggered. And to be able to have these conversations and talk about them and not judge somebody for how they're feeling or what they're going through. So to answer your question, yes, it's very important. And as a woman, I feel like and it doesn't mean, you guys, women, it doesn't mean that you're allowing for codependency and you're allowing for toxic situations, but be open to know that, men are human like us and they have all the emotions we have, and they may not have been taught and raised how to accept those emotions and how to honor them and appreciate them. So when we're all coming together, not like that though, but when we're all coming together, we have to have those things into consideration into our mind. Like, maybe this brother's, what they call that, like reacting or trauma, like he's got some trauma, so that's why he's acting like that. So it don't mean you got to deal with it, like put up with it, but do you want to are they open to you like talking with them and seeing it through? And there's nothing wrong with going to therapy. And I feel like that's another thing. Like, it wasn't, people don't be trying, it's more prevalent now, I think. Therapy is, you hear about it more, and people are like, oh, we're just going to go to therapy. And therapy is a part of your healing journey, but it's not, you got to do work within yourself too. So
Right. Now, when I think about therapy and when I think about men and women and emotions and things like that, I really think about the fact that we all do have emotions, but we all do handle emotional situations differently. Mm-hmm. So because a man doesn't handle it the way that a female doesn't mean that they're not going through the same things. And a lot of times, like, I'll use children as an example. Mothers love to hold their children.
We're nurturers.
You're nurturers naturally, and men like the roughhouse.
Yes.
Yes. It's just, I want to see him roll over or do something silly,
yes.
or I'm gonna throw him and catch him, and and that's great. There's the different dynamics. So emotions are actually the same thing. Mm-hmm. So when a woman is nurturing herself through her emotions, a man is trying to figure out how to box them out.
Yes.
You know? And it's
like that. That's true.
it's just a natural state of being for men versus women, and there's nothing wrong with that. And that's what I want to implore women and men to understand. We shouldn't fear or negate anybody else's way of handling their
Yes.
emotions because they're not handling it the way that we handle it.
That's true.
You know, so I just wanted to want that
That's
to
a valid
be
point.
really looked at seriously when it comes to emotion and emotional situations.
Yes.
And
we all handle it differently, and we all
Yes.
handle it based on how we were handled
Right.
as young,
Right.
growing up, and that's how we learn to deal with our emotions and to deal and to like express ourselves. Like for me, when I was growing up, my mother was she was a yeller. She was angry. She used to throw fits of rage and break stuff. And she was. I don't think she was always like that, because I was trying to think back, like to way back. Can't think back too far, but like when I remember, like when I was like a teenager and stuff like that, that's how she was. And I feel like, I don't know, because she's gone, rest in peace, mama. But I feel like however she was along her journey, like she had a lot of suffering when she was young that she probably didn't like deal with, or know how to express or honor, express those feelings, or if people are abusing you and you're just a little girl. So she grew up, and with me, like she was just like, she just always yelled all the time. That's what I remember, like always yelling. And my father was different. He was cool, calm. Even when he was about to whoop my ass for something, he did it real calm, like, oh, this hurts me more than it hurts you. Mother sucker, how is that possible? But just their different emotions. And I know for myself, as I got to be a grown up, I saw my mother in me. I saw the rage. I saw the anger. I saw me wanting to throw shit.
Yes.
And there was times when I had those fits, but I had made a choice within myself, like I don't want to be that way.
Right.
Like I don't have to emulate this. I don't have to continue this cycle. And I was young. I was like 19. This was way before I was wise like I am now. But I knew heaven, yeah. But I still knew that I didn't want to be like that. And I tried not to like judge my mom. I was very understanding of her emotions. But yeah, so we learn, or we learn how to express ourselves or how not to express ourselves based upon our upbringing and based upon what we see. Okay, let's see. Sharnae is checking in. She said, "What up, fam?
What
I
up?
came in on the right convo, emotional intelligence."
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
Everyone handles
Shout
things
out
their own way,
to
love and
the
compassion.
Art of a Pisces.
You never know what
Shout
people
out.
have inside. I love this conversation. Shout out to Art of a Pisces. She's super dope.
Super
I
dope.
put you on my Partners in Rhyme list, so you know, sincerely a healing soul. Yeah, forgive and heal. And we have to forgive. And we have to forgive because it's not even about you.
Yes.
If you do me wrong, I'm not forgiving you because of you. I'm forgiving you because of me. Because I don't want to carry that anger around. I don't want to.
Right.
And I want to have compassion for you and your journey.
Yes.
And it doesn't make an excuse for excuse what people do. But if we understand, there's a saying, they say, hurt people hurt people. And somebody got to love the mother suckers that don't nobody want to love. They need love the most.
Right.
I've been said that.
Right,
That's
right,
how
right,
I feel.
Well-
Shout out Rachel Cherie chiming in.
Shout out to everybody chiming in live. Keep the algorithm going. But yeah, have you ever done anybody wrong and gone
Me?
back? Yes,
Just kidding.
of course.
Me?
Have you ever done anybody wrong and felt like, either you've tried to get forgiveness or felt like, I wish I could contact that person to offer my apologies or anything like that?
Probably. I'm like, have I done anybody wrong? Nobody know my secrets. No, I'm
Well,
just kidding.
you know.
No, but probably. And I feel like for me, I
Latanya is
probably
on.
would have might have said
Shout out
something.
to Latanya.
Like I'm not a one that's gonna like maybe do something like, I've done some wrong things, but like the worst thing, if we're like talking about like sinning or something wrong you did to somebody, I was the other woman before.
Okay.
So like I've had an affair with somebody who was already taken.
Right.
Now
right,
I didn't
right.
go getting no apologies because them motherfuckers they know. But inside of myself, I felt bad.
Right.
And I had to forgive myself for that.
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
it did it. I probably happened like twice where I was the other woman, but it never
All right.
lasts
You
long.
don't gotta tell all the stories.
Right.
Not like-
You all want to hear my dirty secrets?
don't go that deep now. Don't
But even with that, like understanding why I made those choices, like because I didn't feel worthy to have my own partner, or because I was just feeling whatever I was feeling to make me feel like, oh, I want to go down this road. But I had to forgive myself because I always felt bad. Like it never felt right, even though I made the choice. And then like once I was like, no, this is not, I can't do this. Then I had to forgive myself. Like, okay, like
Right.
you can't hold on to it. You can't feel bad about it. How's that going to help you? Like you did it, it's over with.
Right.
Now, if the dirt come out 20 years later, it come out. Like, what can you do? But you have to forgive yourself for whatever you do. And it's, sometimes people don't. If it was like, say, I beat somebody up, like back in the day, I was a fighter. I used to beat ass, but that was messing with me. So
Me too.
What's up with that? Don't mess with me. But if I beat you up, like I might feel bad and want to apologize because I really don't want to beat you up.
But did you start the fight?
No, I never started the fight.
Well, then that ain't nothing to
Right.
They
not my
got what
fault.
they deserve. They
I'm
got
sick of-
instant. They got instant karma in that situation.
You know what? I used to always fight boys.
They got
I was the
instant karma.
tomboy. I used to always whoop boys.
That's
Suck
instant
his-
karma.
Yeah,
but
but-
yeah.
Back to the
Back to the question.
yes.
Yeah, but so I mean, I'm a Sagittarius, right?
Okay.
And if anybody knows about Sagittarius, we talk too much or we say stuff, without
Thinking.
thinking.
Okay.
And so I've hurt a lot of people's feelings.
Oh, with your words.
With my words. My words or actions or whatever,
Yeah.
because but I've evolved, and so I try my best these days to be very conscious of how I say things, and I'm not perfect, so I do
Right.
still slip up or say stuff that might offend people or make
Right.
people feel some kind of way. So I've often, like, the first time I ever felt like I had to apologize to somebody was when my oldest daughter was born.
Okay.
And I know I hurt some young lady's feelings, and I literally went and found her to apologize.
Oh.
Literally went and found her and apologized because I just felt like, yo, if somebody did my daughter like that, but I was still young. I was like
Right.
20, 21 years old. I was like, yo, I'd be pissed off.
You made me think.
Yes.
So I had a friend in high school,
Yes.
and when we had graduated, whatever, I was young, probably 19 or 20, and this friend of mine, I found I was gay. Now
Yeah.
at this time, I'm big time Christian. Like I'm loving Jesus. I'm going to church every week. I told my friend, I told him he was going to go to hell because he was gay.
Wow.
And
Okay.
he never talked to me since then.
Wow.
He sent me some paragraph like, how would you like it if somebody told you who you loved and blah, blah, blah. And at the
Yes,
time,
yes.
I couldn't receive what he was saying because I was stuck in my belief
Yes. Yes.
I didn't make the rules.
Right.
That's what God said. Like, don't
Right.
shoot the messenger. You know
Don't
what I'm
shoot the
saying?
messenger.
And I was like, I still love you, but you're going to hell. Like how does it even
Wow.
sound? Like, why would you
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
somebody
yeah,
that?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
even to this day, I still think of, especially since I've evolved and I've outgrown that mindset.
Right,
I no
right.
longer have that belief anymore. I
Right.
always think about him, and I always be like, damn, like you was so like immature in your beliefs.
Listen, we've
And
all been at those stages.
He would not
different
talk
stages.
to me. Oh, I miss him. He was so nice too.
Find him on
I'm gonna
Facebook.
try. I think I
or-
did recently, like in the last couple years.
and
Like,
definitely.
I'm sorry,
you know.
I've changed my ways. I have a different thought now. But yeah, so that when you said that, that
Yeah,
made me think
yeah,
about
yeah,
Reggie.
yeah.
Like, oh, I said his name. That's right. His name is Reggie. That's my friend. Like,
Reggie,
if he's from high
Reggie,
school.
Forgive.
Yeah,
MVP.
I'm sorry. I didn't. What they say,
Please,
forgive me, for I
forgive
know not
MVP.
what I was
She did not
thinking.
know.
And even
And
if you believe that,
do something with me.
You
Do something
don't
with
have
me.
to tell your people that.
Listen,
Like,
let's
yes.
offer a sincere apology to whoever we've hurt in our journey.
Yes.
All right. So let's
do it.
Let's do that.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Well, how we do that?
Well, just say it. You know,
I'm sorry.
I sincerely apologize to anybody that I've ever done any harm to. I've made feel some kind of way. It wasn't always intentional.
Yes.
And I ask for your forgiveness and hope that we can always move forward positively and always in the lightest and the highest state of being. So
Ashe.
Yeah, Ashe.
I concur.
Yeah. We got to do that.
And
sometimes.
forgive us, not for us, but for you.
Yes.
So you don't carry that anger and that frustration. I'm sure he's not angry. He probably ain't even thinking about me, but there might be someone that we hurt that's like still mad at us.
Absolutely.
And if I hurt you and you never told me I hurt you,
right.
Let
we
me know.
Never know. And
I feel like that's okay. I'm open. Like, come tell me.
Same for me. I'm always open to talk and have conversations. If I ever hurt somebody's feelings, I may not even agree, but if someone was hurt, whether I agree or not, I'm willing to listen. I'm open to that type of constructive criticism or feedback because it's just we never know, and I know my mouth gets me in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
And now it's internet, so sometimes it's not what you say. You typing on the internet or whatever.
Somebody take it the wrong way.
Somebody takes it the wrong way. Somebody is hurt by those things.
And here's another thing about that too. I believe we'll get to a point, and I'm kind of almost at that point. I used to be hypersensitive. Like, my feelings was always hurt. I was always crying about something. Somebody could look at me. My mom used to always say, girl, you look at you funny, you crying. Cry at the drop of a hat, whatever. Like, always. But I feel like we'll get to a point in our life where we won't, and I feel like those are wounds.
Absolutely.
Like, you're triggered from something. And so as we heal and evolve, it won't matter even if you're being an asshole, it won't matter to me because I won't, what the fuck? Like, I'm not even going to be offended by you. I feel like now you can't offend me.
Right.
Like,
right.
why am I offended by what you say? Why am I offended by your opinion?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and when we have these situations where we get our feelings hurt, where we have friction, that's for us to grow.
Absolutely.
And to heal whatever we got. Because think about God. Now, I believe we're all God in the flesh.
Absolutely.
And people might disagree, but you can't offend God. It's God. If I made the earth, I couldn't, how you gonna offend me? Bitch, I made the world. Like, I feel like you can't offend God.
Right.
And so I feel like as we relate with each other, and our wounds are exposed, and we trigger each other, and we challenge each other's thought. I believe it's all for the process of healing our wounds
and growing. Absolutely.
And we'll get to a point where it won't matter. We won't be so sensitive.
Right. And I will challenge you. I can say that. I'll challenge your thought.
Yeah.
Because some of y'all be thinking weird.
But we just be thinking how we was taught to think. So it's not our fault, be
so
nice.
I do understand that also. So it's all good.
And at the end of the day, I said this on my show, I think the last time, or on my live, I was talking about, we all deserve love. And we all deserve joy and happiness and peace. And I feel like no matter what is being shown, that's what we all truly want. And it's our life experiences that cause us to make, whatever, to cause us to be how we are. But if you're in a fight with somebody, or you're, having friction, and you just say, hey, I deserve love, and you deserve love.
Yes.
So I think love will be there.
Right.
I deserve happiness. You deserve, and we can forget about whatever it is we're fighting about, because it's really just the ego.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I deserve peace.
You deserve peace.
I deserve
this ain't peace, motherfucker.
Peace of mind.
Yes.
Peace in all the things that we do.
It.
That's right.
And I feel like I hear so often, oh, you don't deserve that. We all deserve it. It don't matter if you killed 1 million people. You still deserve peace. I bet if you had peace, you wouldn't kill 1 million people. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, we all deserve that. And the more we are compassionate with each other and understanding of of each other's journeys, and like,
Yes.
I don't know what you've been through all your life.
Right,
Like,
right,
I only
right.
known you for 2 years.
Right,
You could have
right.
been an asshole, like a really worse asshole.
Could have been, but I wasn't.
But you was. You know, we could have been anything. But
Could
the
have been.
point is, we're all growing. We meet each other where we're at.
Right, right.
And we got to support each other.
And I support you.
I know you do, and I appreciate that. And I feel it all the time. I feel the love.
I love you. I love you.
I hope you feel the love.
Listen, definitely. And it's been from the time we met. Remember when I saved
Yes.
you on the mountain?
Oh, you guys, Haru saved my life. I was on a mountain hiking trip, and I was dying of starvation and thirst.
And thirst.
And he pulled out his apple and his water out his book bag. I was like, it's like, you know how and like the sun comes out. Oh,
Ta-da.
I was like, oh, you saved me. And
Water.
Then, and then I didn't see him for a while. And then we met back up again at the True Spot. It's been love ever since.
Ever
And
since.
and I appreciate you, from a woman's perspective. Okay, we got 3 minutes. I got to watch the time. So for me personally, I didn't necessarily have safe spaces with men
Right.
who at some point weren't trying to get at me.
Right. Right.
And so I know I appreciate the fact that you never tried to get at me. You just like my brother. And I have that now in Las Vegas. I
Right,
feel
right,
like
right.
I have so many spaces with men where I feel safe. Like no
Right,
one's like,
right.
trying to rub up on me and try to talk to me and all that annoying stuff. So I feel like as a woman, we need that. We need a safe space with
Right.
the opposite sex where it's just my
Yes.
brother. It's just
Yeah.
my cousin vibes, uncle vibes, or whatever it is. So
Right.
I appreciate that about you because I feel like you're an example that other men could follow.
Right, right, right. And I feel the same way. Now that doesn't mean that you aren't attractive or anything like that.
I know, fine.
But I grew up with 5 sisters.
Oh,
And so
are you the oldest?
no.
Oh.
No. I'm not the oldest. I have 3 sisters older than me.
Okay.
2 sisters younger
Oh,
than
you're in
me.
the middle.
Yeah, but I have
Somewhere.
brothers too.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
somewhere.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Somewhere in the middle. Somewhere in
Okay.
the middle. But that family dynamic allowed me to be able to befriend women regularly. I grew up with women.
Right.
You know what I
I
mean?
see,
So
yeah.
and again,
Not just them, but all their friends
right,
come
right,
around. Yeah.
and that becomes your nature. You know how to respect the boundaries. Now that doesn't mean that people don't misunderstand you. That doesn't
Right.
mean that because I am friendly, I am kind, I am gentlemanly.
Yeah.
People do misunderstand that sometimes, and I give off a vibe that people feel like, oh, maybe he's attracted to me, or maybe
what does
not.
Chris always say in his joke?
Just
because a guy opens the door
Right.
for you, don't
Right,
mean you
right,
want to
right,
fuck.
right,
Well,
right,
yes,
right.
he does, but no, that's what he says in his joke. But
Right.
yeah,
And just because, and for me, it's just one of those things, but I know we're running out of time. So
yeah,
we'll pick
but
up this
women,
topic.
Also, women too. You guys have to make sure that you bring a particular energy that you're not just assuming that based on your past. Like we have to
Right.
move forward, and we can talk about that another time because I had to clean up some of my own energy to be around men
Right,
and not
right,
feel away.
right.
Like no one knows how you feel inside but you.
Yes,
So
exactly.
That's up to you to take care of that.
But
so
thank
yeah.
you for having me.
I'm so
Yeah,
happy you
great-
could come
great
at the last
conversation.
minute.
No
I
problem.
appreciate it. It's always love. And make sure you guys, if you're in Vegas, check out the Sincerely a Healing Soul, the event going on this Friday at the Healing Arts Boutique, highlighting men's mental health.
Yes.
Rick Wrights is an awesome poet. You're going to freaking love him.
Yes.
And the Falcon and everybody.
Yes.
Pull up, don't pull out.
Don't
you
pull
will be
out.
blessed. Anything you can do for yourself to help uplift yourself and elevate yourself and put yourself in a better state of mind, go ahead and do that. And stay amazing, mother suckers, and buy a raffle ticket and win this dope bowl because it's
Yeah.
super cute. And we'll see you next week live on Hot 702.5 FM with MVP Speaks Radio. Peace and love.
Peace.
Peace. Peace.